Hi everybody, welcome to this week's video. I will be working on a recipe that is super useful for anybody trying to make a petit gâteau, an entremet, or any layered dessert. This is called Praline Feuillantine. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And just looking at the ingredients, you know that this will be delicious. I will be using my praline paste, which I have made a couple of videos ago, and make sure to check that in the description box below. There will be links. And one of my favorite things ever is the crepe dentelle. These razor thin cookies, they're more like wafer cookies. They're super thin, and I actually just buy mine. This is the most popular brand for these kind of cookies, and they're delicious on their own. They're very buttery and vanilla-y, and they're delicious. And not only are these wafers delicious, they will also bring that crunch factor in this recipe. So now I'm trying to break this up into small pieces because I want to incorporate this into melted chocolate later on, and this will make it a lot easier. And on that note, I'm ready to melt my milk chocolate with a little bit of cocoa butter. And the cocoa butter really helps this dessert set in the refrigerator. And to take this to the next level, I will add some praline paste. Not only does this contribute to the sweetness factor, but it also adds this nutty flavor, which is really delicious. So if you see that it's not fully melting, don't be afraid to put it back in the microwave for 15 seconds each time. And once that's fully melted, I'm ready to add my wafers. And I'm just breaking them up a little bit as I go. This happens naturally. And I'm just looking to get all the chocolate in the cookies. And once it's fully incorporated, I'm ready to transfer this onto a silicone mat. You can also use baking paper, parchment paper, or waxed paper. And I'm trying to get it all into one piece and sort of pat it down into one huge chunk. And I put some parchment paper on top of this because I'm gonna roll it to roughly 4 millimeters in thickness. And the reason I'm doing this is to get a really nice and thin layer, and also this really helps to combine those wafer cookies into that chocolate. And this is also why it wasn't that important to get all the crepe dentelles into the same size, because the rolling process takes care of this. So after chilling for about 20 minutes in the fridge, I'm ready to cut this out into the shapes that I want. In this case, I'm going to be cutting them into small circles for my petit gâteau. If it's cold, it's really easy to cut and get out of the ring. You can see that the surface is really smooth, and this is exactly what you're looking for. You can store these in the refrigerator for about 2 to 3 weeks. They keep rather well. And here you see me using them in some petit gâteaux. I've made some layers for my mousse cakes, and I'm just finishing them off with this beautiful praline chocolate bar. And before I can show you what that looks like, I need to put this in the freezer for a few hours. But thankfully you don't have to wait that long. I'm just gonna cut into it now so you can see. There we go. That bottom layer is exactly what we did in this video. And it's crunchy, it's chocolatey, it's nutty, it's delicious. And I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time for more.